homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm.
Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, today I've got a little something to do. 2 years ago, I had out a garden and blew out my right shoulder. I went to physical therapy and it never got back to where it needed to be. I planted a garden during that time, but wound up having to have surgery on this shoulder in August and just didn't get back to the garden. Had physical therapy and stuff. So what I've got behind me here, if you'll look, it looks like a briar patch. Okay, but what it actually is where I had my tomatoes. One of the things that I can't do is I can't get in there with my tractor, or else I'm going to run over those big heavy duty cages that we make, and that will mess my tractor up. I'm going to show you, I'm going to pull one out. Now, it ain't nothing but a briar patch in there. And I don't have on gloves right now. I may have to go get some, but don't have on none right this minute. So let's see if I can find a cage. Okay, picking up a cage is almost undoable. Let me take you over. See right in there? There's a cage. But what happened is these big old blackberry canes have grown up in between the cages. So it is going to be an absolute nightmare getting those out. But it's got to happen. I'm not the man I used to be, but I've got to get these cages out of here. Now, there's a cage right there. There'll be another one right over here. About every 18 inches, all the way down this 100-foot row, is cages. Whew. Okay. So I'm probably going to have to go and get a set of loppers and wade over in there. So I'll be back. Before I go get the loppers, I want to show you one I think I can get out while I'm holding the camera. So right here is one. I think I could probably get that one out of there. That's what I'm taking out. Oh. They're 5-foot tall wire cages. Wire tomato cages made out of concrete wire. You hit one of those with your rotary cutter and you're messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay these off to the side, and I think I'm going to go get some loppers so I can do some of these others, because it's going to take loppers. Okay. Okay, I got that one out. But the worst thing to deal with is this old rambling rose. It is a lot worse than the blackberry briars. Lots and lots and lots worse. At least the blackberry briars are in canes, but this old rambling rose is some wicked stuff. So I'm going to get over in here and see if I can get that next cage out. Let's get it hung. More briars. Okay. Get over in there. Oh. Well, now get cut loose. That's all that side. Oh. Tell you what. Whew. Oh, my heart is pounding in my ears. So that's what it's going to take to get those out. There's about 48 of them down this row. Okay. Okay, and that 30-foot row, I pulled about 32 tomato cages. So that means that somewhere I must have pulled some tomato cages, or else there should have been somewhere along 50 on that row. But over here beside it, I had put tomato cages, and I have about 8. Between 6 and 8. I don't know exactly how many and I think I may have got a couple of them. But what I'm going to have to do is get in there and hunt for them. I've dreaded this job for a year, and so it's just where I've got to get at it. So I'm going to go over here and grab these others. They were not put on on the fence line that I made. I made a fence for the others, but these are not on a fence. They were put on rebar. Let me show you. They were on rebar stakes like this. This is something you definitely don't want to hit with your tractor. So each one of these stakes, you've seen me do them before. Each one of them's got two cages on it. You can see there's two cages. There's a cage here and here that are still standing, but the other cages are down, so I'm going to have to hunt for them. They're laying in there somewhere. And sometimes we had a problem with a bear, and a bear got in and knocked some of our tomato cages down, so they could be anywhere in there. So I've got to get in there and hunt for them and account for them. So I'm going to get at that. Now when I get done, I'm going to mow both sides of this fence, and I may still leave the fence up to plant tomatoes on this year, but I don't know. I'll probably pull the fence up too, and then plow all this and move my tomatoes to somewhere else. There haven't been tomatoes planted there for 2 years. This is the second year. The reason being, I told you at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to get at that, and I think that's where I'm going to end the video here. You don't need to see every cage pulled. So now if you like this stuff, this homesteading, this do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes 1, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. Now if you hit the little bell up here when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get on to the next thing, and the microphone's not on. Yeah, it is.